106.5 FM, 102.3 FM, and 1050 AM. All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You got a little preview of, I guess, one of the previous shows, in case you missed it. Catch me on live camera action at kcaaradio.com. You can also catch me on Ustream. Well, you just go to ustream.com, and you'll hit life, L-I-F-E, camera, C-A-M-E-R-A, action, A-C-T-I-O-N, all right? And then you hit the little button, and it'll go to videos, and there we go. All right, so you can also reach us at 106.5 FM, 102.3 FM, and at 1050 AM. All right, so live camera action, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Wednesday. Here we go. So a couple things I want to talk about. All right, first off, we got a couple things in the news. You know, so we got, I guess they had some twins, had their heads separated. Basically, conjoining twins are, Siamese twins where they used to be as one. And some doctors went ahead and separated them, which, I mean, I know they're still. I didn't know they still had Siamese twins like that. So it's actually a good thing that they're perfecting the art of perfecting the separation. Okay. I kind of wonder if I tell you what, if anyone wants to call in, you can reach me at 909-888-5222, or if you're not local, you can reach us at 888-909-1050. All right. Because I kind of want to hear what you guys got to think about this, because we do a lot of things in science nowadays, and they've tried to protect a lot of stuff. All right, I mean, they kind of know how to do just about everything, and it's pretty exciting if you think about it. Because, I mean, you think they don't know how to do stuff, but they do. All right, and science is what the knowledge of everything, so that's also a good thing. So back to the show. All right, so we got Siamese twins getting separated. That's pretty darn good. Golden State, as you all know, I believe they were the champions again. So what's that? 2 out of the last 3. Not a bad thing. Steph Curry doing his thing. All those guys are doing it. I mean, that's the thing I like about Golden State. They constantly push the ball on you. All right, because when I was boxing when I was a little bit younger, my coach always told me, he said, "Listen, the person that wins is the person that's still standing in the last round." All right, so I always make my goal. It's like when I'm training or something, it's like I always want to be stronger at the end than at the beginning. All right, because that's how you determine what's going on. You want to impose your will onto somebody else. So what Golden State does, it seems like, is they just keep running at you, and pounding the ball right down your face. So where you're going to be worn out by the time the game is over. You don't want to play anymore. So you're just like, oh, I'm good. Get me on that bus. I'm ready to go home. And that seems like that's what they want to get done. So, God bless them for that. I mean, they do their thing, and they blow it down your face. So you're you're gonna hang or you're not gonna hang. But either way, you're gonna lose. So Golden State doing their thing. You can't beat that. Let's see here. Also, another one here. Also, that conjoining twins thing had successfully separated. That was a team of doctors out of Children's Hospital in Philadelphia. Okay, so that we got to give it up to them. All right, because that's damn good. All right, so it looks like here, a team of doctors successfully separated 10-month-old conjoined twins during 11-hour surgery. Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. They said that on Tuesday. So hospital said that and we got to get up to these people here, Aaron and Abby Delaney of North Carolina. They're currently recovering in intensive care, which is fantastic. Probably going to have a couple more procedures, obviously. But, we separated them at their head. I mean, that's interesting. I wonder if they had 2 separate brains or, how that really worked out. Because whatever it is, darn good job. All right, so congratulations on them. They're going to live a very good life, or hopefully they're going to live a very good life. I mean, they deserve it. Everyone deserves to dream. Everyone deserves to, an opportunity to succeed. I mean, that's what it's all about. So that's a good one. Now, I also want to talk about Danica Patrick. All right, because it looks like her, as you know, she's the woman, I believe it's NASCAR. And, she's cute, hot little thing. I mean, she's very, very fun, and, she kicks ass. And I don't know if we're allowed to say that, but, I mean, it could. I don't see what's wrong with that. But, she really does it, all right? So she kicks butt, and she wins. I believe she wins. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she does. But either way, she's up in that car. She's doing her thing. All right, so I guess some fans wanted to take a picture with her or, do whatever. And she's, she really wasn't into it, I guess. So she kind of blew them off or, kind of went about her own thing. And they started heckling her. And I tell you, I mean, obviously the fans started giving her a hard time, so she kind of went in their face and said, hey, listen, what's up with that? So she starts giving them a hard time back, get back at them. And I guess, they don't like that. I mean, here's what's going on, guys. And women, and just everybody else for that matter, okay? Is when, hold on, there's my phone. Is when somebody's having a bad day, okay, you're not going to know it. All right, because when you're a celebrity or you're in the spotlight or, people look to you for advice, all right, you can't show what you're really feeling. You can't show that, hey, I'm having a bad day, or my girlfriend's just getting on my nerves, or my kids are driving me nuts. All right, you can't talk about that because nobody wants to hear that. What they want to hear from you is that everything's great. All right, that's why they come to you. That's why you're the guy that they come to, or the woman. All right, because no matter how hard their day is, they know they can come and see you, and you're going to say, hey, everything's great, man. Everything's terrific. You know, another day in paradise, huh? No, tomorrow's always going to be a new day. Sun is coming out tomorrow. All right, so listen, sometimes we that have to pretend the sun is always out, sometimes we have bad days too. All right, which maybe that's what she was having that day. You know, maybe she was having maybe who knows what she was having. But if she doesn't have time to sign an autograph or say hi or something, I mean, yeah, you're going to be disappointed. I mean, I was disappointed when I tried to get an autograph from some basketball player a little while back. You know, but you got to listen. You got to take it in stride like this. Say, listen, okay, they're constantly being bombarded. They're constantly told what to do. Not told, but, you know, maneuvered into what to do. All right? And they constantly have to be a smiley face. All right? Because people don't realize that they're people too. You know, they go through emotions just as you and I. You know, so sometimes they're going to have a bad day. Sometimes they're going to, I don't know, sometimes they're going to want to do something besides what they're doing. But they can't. They have to do what they're contracted out to do. All right? And that's being professional. So they're going to be professional. They're going to try and do their thing. And sometimes it's like that. So if they don't give you an autograph or want to say hi or do whatever it is, don't take it personal. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to deal with that, move on with it, and don't trip, okay? Because they're going to try and get you to trip. So, Danica, I realize you had a hard time. Hey, listen, sometimes it's like that. Try and realize that it is a job. All right, these people do come and they pay to see you and they stand in line to see you. And, I mean, that's what they're there to do. All right, they're there to say, oh, look who I ran into, or look who signed an autograph for me. You know, and that's like their whole world, you know. I was telling my son one time, I said, listen, we were at some, I guess, USC homecoming. I had season tickets to this thing. And so I take him there, and, you know, he's sitting there all bummed out. We're at I said pre-fight, but it's a pre-game thing where, you know, you're allowed to get drunk. So I'm at the pregame, and we're getting a little buzz on. Not my son, but me. You know, he's a little too young for that one still. Way to go, Mace. And he was looking there all like big-lipped, all bummed out or something. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? He's like, well, I just want to go see the game and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I get that, man. I understand, but the game's not going to start for another, I don't know, hour, okay? And why don't you just meet some new people, have a good time, just follow me, hang out with me. And so what he did is he just had that little face on himself. So I said, listen, dude, there's two types of people out there, okay? And both are equally good, all right? There's the person that puts the poster on the wall, and there's the person that actually wants to be in the poster. All right, so that's really the choice we have to make here in life, really. You know, there's both have ups, both have downs. You know, do you want to be that person that's, you know, rah, 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 all excited about, you know, the guy in the poster and putting it on the wall and say, look what I just got, and wait for that autograph from that person? Or do you want to be that guy that's actually doing the work and going out there and, you know, the one that's being postered? All right, that's being the little celebrity that people are going to look up to and ask for, you know, hey, can you please sign this for me? Because remember, if you want to be that one that gets people up there saying, sign this, you have to deal with that. All right, Danica, so that's what you got to do. You got to just realize it, say hi, you know, suck it up, whatever you're going through, and that's it. You know, leave all that stuff at the door when you check into work. So, you know, but guys, give her a hard time. I mean, don't give her too hard of a time. All right? I mean, watch what you say, be respectful. I mean, there's certain things you can do, certain things you can't do. And I've been noticing a lot of disrespect with these dudes around here lately, and yeah, I'm at this pool in my hotel, and I can't believe it. It's like, they see a girl, and all of a sudden you got 50 million guys standing at their little balcony, like, with the biggest smiley faces on. It's like, whoa. It's like, where's this come from? You know? I mean, yeah, I'm the kind of guy that, listen, I'm gonna go on my balcony, no doubt about it. And I'm gonna make eye contact. I'm gonna look around a little bit and see what's out there, see if I should go fishing. You know, but listen, I'm not gonna sit there with my robe on and my hand missing and be like, whoa, who's over there? Who's over there? Ooh, looking at me? You know, come on now. You know, you guys know the caliber that you should be looking at and the caliber you can probably get. Okay? And I don't mean it in a bad way. All right, but listen, if you see some chick that's super smoking hot, and you're sitting out there with your big Kool-Aid smile, with your teeth just popping, boom, boom, boom. Come on now, what's she gonna do? You think she's just gonna drop her clothes and say, "Oh, I was waiting for you the whole time"? No, she's gonna say, well, "Look at this dude," and then it's gonna be something that's kind of weird. So the best thing I would say, guys, is this: if you see a girl you like, you know, notice them from your little balcony. You know, take my advice. Notice them from your balcony. Go on downstairs and say hi. That's it. You can judge right away from her body language and the way she acts whether or not she's going to reciprocate the same feelings that you are. All right? Because listen, they'll let you know right away. You know, you can pretty much. They say girls figure it out in the first 5 seconds or whatever from meeting somebody. Listen, us guys know exactly right away what's up right away. At least I do. No, I can tell right away if I'm going to get her phone number, or if she wants nothing to do with me, or whatever it is. You can tell. So that's the way that is. Let's see. So we got that. All right. So guys, pick it up a little bit. Quit being like that. Quit being all soft and simpy and all that stuff, because it seems like these girls are trying to take over. You know what I mean? And live women. If you could do it, you're doing it. I see them trying to get at me and do it that way to me too. So I guess we're in a woman's revolution right now, they say. So I'm good with that. Hey, but you guys do your thing. I mean, I like all of you. No doubt about it. I like all of you. And the thing is, some of you are better than others. Some of you are more the way it should be. But here's the thing. Always be what you say you're going to be. All right? If you say you're going to be one thing and you mean one thing, be that person. All right? Don't go telling somebody something else and be something else. I had somebody last weekend tell me something like, oh, hey, so I want you to be partners with this business with me. Okay? And then all of a sudden there was another partner involved. So I'm sitting there, we're in my house, and I'm like, okay, well, my cut's 50%. Because that's the way that's going to go down. All right, so I'm getting my 50%. And he's like, well, that means I'm only getting 25%. Well, that's not real good, and blah, blah, blah. Well, come to find out, the one that was harassing me about this 25%, well, guess what? She was the whole 100% owner. Now, where do they do that at? You think I'm not going to find that out? Come on. I mean, I might look like I just woke up yesterday, but I didn't. Don't let this nice, sweet, innocent look confuse you. I mean, I've been around a little bit. I've seen the maneuvering. I've seen the finessing. All right? And it just doesn't all work like that. Because sometimes we let them play themselves. So the best thing is to this. The more information you have, the more you can work with. All right? Because you got to realize something. Everyone's going to try and it's a terrible thing right now, okay? But in this world, and it has been for a long time since it probably began, everyone's out for themselves for the most part, okay? You might find a few people out there that actually care about people and want to see people do well, but it's going to come to a point where you're doing too well, and then they're going to cut you off too. All right, so that's what happens. All right, and so always know if you're going to a business meeting or some sort of deal that's going to be affect you, your name, your pocket. I mean, affect you. Know who you're dealing with first of all. All right, know the person that's on the other side of that chair. All right, because the person you're gonna be looking at, they're gonna lie real good, and you can tell them to put it on everything. They'll put it on their kids. They'll put it on their mom. They'll put it on anything. They don't care. It's really disappointing, but that's the way it's become. Wasn't like that when I was a kid. When I was a kid, we kind of had rules, and the rules were the rules. And at the end of the day, you had to stand up for what you said. Nowadays they don't. Nowadays they're just telling you, and next thing you know, you're gone. So it's an interesting day. It's an interesting way. I'm sorry, I'm a little negative today. Sometimes it's like that. We could be that way. Anybody else want to vent negatively with me? Come on, let's go. 909-888-5222. We got 888-909-1050. You can also reach us at 102.3 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1050 AM. And Ustream me. Later, it's going to be live camera action on Ustream.com. And then we get to see who you're listening to. You know what I'm saying? So you can put a face with the noise. The noise. I like that. All right, so now let's see. I think we're going to talk about some more stuff here. And speaking about this world and how we all do things, let's talk about this new world order coming about. All right, in my opinion on things. All right, a lot of people talk about, oh, I don't want this, I don't want that, but I'll tell you what. If everything goes correctly, it's actually a pretty good thing, okay? I know we all like to be individuals, and we all like to think that, we're better than everybody else. And, we do this a lot, because we always have to be the best, So that's the problem that we're going to get into, okay? We're going to get into ego problems. But if you think about it, the world is abundant with everything, okay? We've got people that have energy. We have materials. We have we have water. We have everything. We have everything so everybody can have everything. All right? But the problem is that we're too involved with being the best and us being better than you or this person or that person that we keep it all. So what do the biggest money makers do? They buy all the rights to the water. They buy all the property. They basically buy all the stuff that everybody else needs. All right? And instead of them giving it out like that it was made for, they're going to charge you. And if you can't afford it, I tell you what, Why don't you go find some place to live? Here's some cardboard. Tell me how that works out for you. All right, and that's not the way it should be. Bottom line is this: there's so much stuff out here that everybody should be entitled to what they need: food, housing, medical. Let's see, what else? Education. I mean, hello. People shouldn't have to work just because. I don't think people should have to work. Period. I think it's a way to get people not thinking. Not thinking about what else they might want to do with their life. But I tell you what, I didn't grow up to fucking. I didn't wake up to want to go work 12 hours just so I can pay rent. That's not the way I wanted it. And that's like it is for a lot of people. Because they have families, they have things that happen, and they're not born into the same same stuff that some people are. They're actually born into stuff where let's say you have a family, and let's say the mom dies or something. Let's say the dad gets into a car accident, and he's dead. Now you have the oldest trying to take care of all the younger ones. So what's that oldest one going to do? He's going to go get a job anywhere he can. He's not going to think about anything else besides how he's going to feed those kids so they can live. All right. So what opportunities does that kid have now? None. His opportunity's done. I mean, it's really not, but in his mind it is. Because what's he going to do? He's not going to let his kids, his brothers and sisters starve and go without. He's going to try and make a better life for them. So he's going to sacrifice what he does or what he wanted to do just so he can put food on the table for those relatives. And that's real commendable, no doubt about it. But in society, what's he going to get for that? Nothing. Somebody put him on the side of a sheet saying, oh, look, he's only doing this. He does this. Not what he really does or who he is. All right, because that's what makes the difference. All right, we don't need people just, okay, yeah, you're born with a silver spoon, so now you're going to private school, this, that, and this. Of course you're going to get a job at the top doing whatever. Why wouldn't you? Your dad did, your grandpa did, your people before that did. Okay, what does that mean? That means you were born on the right side, the right time at the right day? No, okay, these need to change, all right? Those are the ones with the 10 houses, 5 houses, 10 cars, whatever it is, okay? Listen, we need to change things up, all right? It needs to be where I personally think that everybody should be entitled to a property. It should be one house per person. All right, if you're a married couple, you get one house, but you obviously can have 2 because divorces happen. All right, if you have kids, they should be entitled to one as well. All right, medical, it looks like they've already got that taken care of, so we get that taken care of for everybody as well. You don't need, honestly, you really don't need all these drug companies putting their feet in everything. I mean, I got a medical book that I tell you what, they got a lot of answers to a lot of things. And it has nothing to do with prescription drugs, that's for sure. So, that's another thing we need to think about. Start getting the big fish out of there. And when there's being no money involved, what are they going to do? They're going to sit around saying, well, what do we do now? You mean we're not so, what do you mean we're not so cool anymore? What do you mean people aren't saying yes to us every minute we go? What? They don't need our money? What? What are we going to do now? We actually have to, be real? And that's really going to be, that's where the situation's going to change. Because they really could be real people. I mean, a lot of them. I know a lot of really wealthy people that are really good people. And I also know a lot of wealthy people that think that they're only good because of their money, and they figure if they can buy somebody that's how they win. All right. And the thing is that, listen, when I was younger, I used to think the same way because I didn't have any money, and then I got money, and I thought I was the same way. As long as I'm making money, I can do anything. I can buy anybody. I can do this. A line at the club. Psh, here's $1,000. I'm getting in. All right. And then what happened there? I went to jail. And then I woke up. And I realized that what's important is not which car I got today or I got this little flashy new ring or this or that. That's not important at all. What's important is, seeing that person on the side that's struggling, I'm going to lift him up or her. I'm going to make her do well. Because you know what? It's not who comes in first. It's who comes in last. That determines if your team is good or not. All right? That determines who you are as a leader. All right? Because leaders don't worry about who comes in first. Because we're not done until the whole team gets in. Got it? So, are we our brother's keepers? Yes, absolutely. I think we are. Why not? If we know more, if we got lucky enough to experience more than the other person, why aren't we supposed to include them or let them know? I mean, why are we keeping them in the dark? What are we scared of? We scared that they might be better than us? Huh? Their chick might like them more than us? Who cares? Okay? That wasn't your chick to begin with in the first place then. All right? The stuff that you might lose is not yours anyway then. Is it? Nope. So you got to deal with you. All right? As long as you can help people out and do things for people, it's going to come back because that's what it's about. I mean, that's what I would do. So everybody gets a house, no doubt about it. I tell you what, and people don't really have to work, but obviously there's things that need to be done in a society. I mean, there is, obviously trees and this and that, and you need to do streets and gas stations and all kinds of stuff. Repair shops. So you figure the 7-day work or 5-day work week, that's got to go. I'd probably do maybe, depending on the job, you could do 2 24-hour shifts, or you do 3 12s or something like that. So yeah, 3 12s. Because no matter what, they're going to have somebody situated at all times in certain places. I was doing that wildland firefighting stuff, and we would go 24 hours on, 24 hours off. I mean, we were only making $1 an hour. I mean, it was a little state vacation, but hey, still whatever we could do, we could do. And it is what it was. We started at 7 in the morning. We go hiking up to where we got to be, get there within a couple hours, probably 9, 10 o'clock. Start working, for 3, 4 hours, take a little break, work some more for 3, 4 hours, take a little break, work some more, 3, 4 hours, take a little dinner, lunch, I guess you could call it. 3, 4 hours, and then take a little nap for a couple hours and hike down the hill. And the whole next day was off. And, it wasn't a bad gig at all. I liked it. I mean, it didn't seem bad at all. I mean, I wasn't even on drugs. And you still can stay up. You still can motivate yourself to do that, okay? So bottom line is this. What I'm trying to go with is you have certain days. I mean, some people like to work. I mean, have you ever thought about that? Some people like to build things. Some people like to help people. Some people like to be doctors or attorneys or whatever it might be. Or some people even like to just, I don't know, take a broom and clean up the corner. So those people are going to be able to do what they want to do. Obviously they'll have certain times for everybody because people do get sick. All right, so there'll be certain things, and you get certain benefits from that. So if you want to contribute some of your energy to helping your society, then there's going to be bonuses for that. Obviously, no doubt about it. And what I'd like to do is determine if we can find some sort of, there's got to be some sort of way to determine energy spent. Do you know what I mean? You do this and this much energy comes away. Because if you do, a friend of mine was saying, well, so if I can dig it, if me and this other guy are sitting next to each other and we're both digging ditches, but I find out some machine that can go ahead and dig the ditch for me, and I'm done in half the time he is, why should he get paid the same as me? I said, well, because first of all, maybe you could teach him how to make that machine. That'd be nice. I said, second of all, if you're done in half the time, you can go somewhere else and work again. That means you got a whole another half day to work. So you will be making double. Hello? It's all about how much energy you spend, how much you excel. So that's what it's all about. It's all about energy, okay? And it should also be, we should have a meter about how you affect people in a positive versus negative way. Because, listen, I know when I'm being negative, and I know when I'm being positive, and it's kind of night and day on that one. If I'm in a good mood and things are great, I mean, the birds are at my house, I mean, everything's flying around, it's pretty darn good, But if I'm negative, then, the sun's not really coming out, and it's not really doing too well. And I really don't want to see anybody. And so we need to determine a way where we affect people negatively and positively, all right? And that way, when we're having one of those days, which we all do, we can know just, hey, it's time for us to just back on up and just, be with ourselves for a minute. There's nothing wrong being alone. It's okay. You can reflect on yourself and figure out why you're acting this way, or what might have led you to start thinking this today, or what you might be able to do tomorrow when you're feeling good again. But I think definitely the main thing is you want to back away at that point, because all you're going to do is you're going to attract the same people that you're feeling like. And next thing you know, hey, it's just a big old, whining session, because what you're doing is you're going to complain about this, that. The other person's going to side up with you and say, yeah, me too. I think this way too. Then you get some girl involved. Yeah. And then everyone's going to see the girl and they'll be like, yeah, we want to do that too. So next thing you know, everyone's ganging up and you're building a big bunch of negative energy. And we don't want that. That's got to go. All right, if we're all not going to work, we're all going to be able to enjoy the land, we're all going to be able to live peacefully, hopefully, then we need to be positive, all right? Enjoy what it's all about. Enjoy why we're here, because really, we're only here for a short time. That's it. So, I mean, I'd rather be sitting at the beach somewhere or doing something, or just run around half naked. That'd be great, And then you attract a bunch of like people as yourself. You just got to make sure that you respect other people. Because not everybody wants to live the life you're living, or I'm living, And so, and that's fine. Not everyone wants to be the same way you are or I am. They just want to be them. They want to sometimes be themselves, and sometimes they just don't know what they want. And that's just fine, as long as they're not affecting people in a negative way. That's what we got to figure out. How do we can determine that? All right, so kids, I mean, I don't know if you guys are out there. You're probably not listening to this show, but listen, if you are, I want you to do this, okay? I want you to figure out a way to develop some sort of tool or instrument or some sort of way of measuring the positive energy coming off of you or the negative energy that comes out. Okay, there's got to be some sort of way. I mean, we can determine everything. We can get radio waves into everywhere. We get a phone everywhere there is. I don't see it floating around the sky. Do you? Nope. So there's got to be a way that we can determine that. All right, we can determine weather. We can determine precipitation. We determine everything. So negative versus positive energy. Okay, how we can put some sort of machine up to somebody or something and determine that. There's got to be a way. And then let's see. The other one I want to know is energy expelled. That's another one. Okay, how much energy you put forth. All right, because there's potential energy, there's kinetic energy, there's different ways to determine that. So they've been doing this for a long time, and listen, we've done a lot of advances in the last 50 years. I'm pretty sure there's a way to determine that. And also, you know what? That's another thing, because in a perfect world, in my perfect world, like I said, nobody's gonna be working unless they want to. You'd be surprised. A lot of people do want to work, because I don't want to sit at home all day and do nothing. Sometimes I get bored too. Sometimes I want to go do that. I I remember when I was in fire camp. Let's go back to that one. We have nothing to do, or we lift weights and sit there and play little games with each other. But they'd have us go rake stuff or do stuff or say, "Oh, go do this whole field," like thinking of something big. And I'm like, I'm with it. Let's go. Because that way you get in your own world. And you can kind of things that are going on in your head. You can think about them because you're by yourself. And you're just thinking about what you're doing. So you're basically doing your physical stuff on autopilot. All right, and you're doing that, and cause it's not. Once somebody teaches you how to do it, you pretty much can figure that out. All right, and so you figure that you're doing that on autopilot, and in the meantime, you're thinking in your head like all the stuff that's going on in your mind. Because we keep a lot of stuff in there. You're never going to be able to be clear until it's open. All right, until all that stuff that people throw in there every day, all the stuff they do to try and confuse you and think about this and that, or just little stupid things. It's just they know your emotions, so they're going to feed on that. They're going to throw little things in there at you. It's going to fill your brain up so where you got no room to think. Because you got too much other stuff going on. So basically, they change your whole entire emotional makeup at that point to where you're off track of what you're supposed to be doing. And that's what they're supposed to. That's what they're made to do. And the problem is that eventually we're going to come to realize that the world's going to go two different ways, guys. All right, either everyone's going to get along and care about each other and really actually truly care how their person's doing next to them. Or they're just going to be cutthroat and, people are just going to go back to the Wild Wild West and just start shooting people off. So the choice is yours. Because there's only about 3 more countries left to go. And I know we start talking about, why is Trump doing this and talking to this and talking to that? Listen, he's going to Cuba, all right, because they're not on the team yet. He's also going to probably go to North Korea because they're not on the team yet either. And last is going to be Iran. All right, and there's the problem that we're going to get into, okay, because Iran has their own central banking system. So there's going to be a complication there, and the problem is when you're dealing with what they're trying to orchestrate, one world government, one world money system, financial system, one world religion, okay, that's going to be a toughie there, all right, one world educational system. All right, so you're dealing with stuff that's going to be very, very delicate because you're going to have people that have been in charge for a long time, and they have egos, all right, they're going to have egos, they're going to be a little bit arrogant sometimes. We come off very arrogant as well, and so you got to be able to communicate with people, and you also got to be able to compromise and not make that person lose face. All right, you can't have somebody, you can't tell somebody what to do and then call them names and expect them to do it. All right, because they've been in charge for a long time, and they're not gonna be so keen to that. And what's gonna happen is they're gonna shut down, and next thing you know, there's gonna be some missiles launched. All right, because nobody wants that. All right, and we don't want to go to war. We don't want to kill people. Why do we want that for? We don't. We don't want them to be mad. We don't want to be mad either, right? I mean, we want everybody. It's supposed to be for a peaceful thing. All right, it's called New World. Now, New World doesn't mean we're going to kill you and shoot you if you tell us no. That doesn't sound like the right world. That's not the world I want to live in. So, but who knows? I might not be here for that one. So, what I would do is this: if you're doing the groundwork now, you're going to see a lot of side stuff going on to distract you from what's really going on in the real world. That's fine. You play with the bells and whistles and this and that. And look at this little puppy and that little puppy. But don't take too much into. I don't know. I don't take too much into anything that I see is real. It seems like a lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of production companies at work. Okay, and what I would do is I would definitely speak with Cuba because obviously listen, we've had a major military base there for how long? All right, so I doubt they're really that against us. All right, otherwise they'd shut us down. So that's probably going to go pretty easy. Not easy, but it's going to go. Obviously, you show them a little respect. We get respect, and then we come to an agreement. All right. Then we're also going to have North Korea, which I don't know too much about that guy, but I think I think that could go pretty easily as well. I think you talk to him like a man, and obviously that's what he wants. And you realize that he's trying to do, I guess, the best for his people and protect his country. Yeah, he tests, military bombs and everything, but so did we. So did Russia. So, I mean, that's what we did. Our two countries were, I believe, the only ones that were allowed to test nuclear weapons on our own people or on places. So every country's done this. All right, so we can't. Who are we to tell people that they can't do something to help themselves or better their people? When we're using this, we're scaring people by telling them they're going to launch bombs at us. Now, why would somebody deliberately try and launch a bomb at us? For what? I mean, you tell me this. You got a. I don't mean to use this expression in a negative way, but you got a poodle. All right, he's looking at a big pit bull. You think that poodle's going to come and try and bite the pit bull real quick and then what? Run away real fast? Come on, that pit bull's going to come track him down. He's going to eat him up, and that's going to be that. They don't want that. They know it. They want peace. Everyone wants peace. What do people want in this world? We all just want to be happy. That's what everyone wants to be. Happy. That's it, right? I want to be happy. You want to be happy? Yeah, we can all say, well, I want this, I want a car, I want that, I want everything else, I want this, whatever it is, okay? But at the end of the day, why do we want all that stuff? We want all that stuff so we could be happy. That's it, right? So maybe we got to figure out what makes us happy and take the materialistic stuff out of it and take it from there. And I mean, that's certainly something you can do when you have time to do it. And when you're working 2 jobs, 6 days a week, and dealing with kids and everything else, well, how are you going to do that? You're not. You're just going to say, I'm too tired. I'll deal with that tomorrow. And next thing you know, it's been a week. Next thing you know, it's been a month. Next thing you know, you just don't care anymore. Because now you're stuck in that route, and you're stuck. I mean, you are. And it's not your choice. It's not your fault. I mean, it's kind of the situation that you were placed in. And so we need to change that. I mean, we still need to get the same amount of money. Actually, we don't even have to worry about money, but we still need to do same type of hours, longer hours, just different days. So instead of working 5 days, you're working 2 days, 3 days. That gives you time to be with your family and build that bond back up again, because the strongest part was supposed to be unity within yourselves. So you need that. You need to build that back up instead of, worry about, you spend more time at work than you do with your own kids. And when I was working full time, I mean, that's what I was doing. I was at work, let's see, it took me an hour and a half to get to work. Then I was there for 8 hours. Then I was working an hour and a half to get home from work. And not to mention, if, let's say, we had a great day, well, let's go out and have some drinks. You know what I mean? So basically, I'm gone for 10 hours a day to 11 hours a day. So when do I get to see my kids or talk to them? Ever? Huh? On the weekends? When they're trying to cram everything in one day? That ain't cool, is it? No, because now they're trying to cram everything in, and I'm worn out from the week. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm good for the first five hours, and then I'm like, all right, why don't you guys go watch some TV or do something? That's not cool. I mean, how does that make me look? How does that make them feel? It makes them feel like we've been waiting all week for Dad, and they're all excited to see me, but I'm burnt out. They don't know what burnt out means. Their idea of burnt out is but we didn't get fast enough to go change that DVD over. All right, so listen, we need to spend more time with what's important, and that's people. All right, we need to be happy. That's what we're looking for. That's what we need to accomplish. All right, let's get to Father's Day. I mean, think about this. Dads out there, and here's a situation I was caught in as well. Okay, and I think dads don't really quite understand this. I thought that if you didn't pay your child support, if you couldn't pay, that you weren't allowed to see your kids. All right, that's what I thought. I'm kind of stupid. Okay. So I'm not the brightest that there is all the time. So you got to figure this. I had lost my job, and I was, going through a little issue. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that what I didn't know what to do is I couldn't afford to pay because I wasn't working. All right? And so what I did is I didn't think I was able to see them. And I believed what they were telling me, and but listen, I was ignorant, and that's not an excuse. That is the way it is, because I really have nobody to give an excuse to. It's all about what I'm doing, and I'm the one that's going to call the shots on my own world. All right, so I didn't think that there was any recourse that I could do until I found out. All right, and what I did is I went down to Child Support Services, and they have 2 separate departments. They have one for visitations, and they have one for child support. All right, so just because, dads, I want you to realize this. Just because you're out of work or you can't afford to do what you're doing or whatever it might be, you can still see your kids. All right, they're going to let you have visitation rights. If they don't, then they're going to have monitor visitation rights. You know, something crazy. My ex-wife was actually the monitor of my visitation monitor rights. How'd they do that? So the one person I was trying to get away from was the one person I had to see if I wanted to see my kids. So I just made it. I dealt with it, and we did all right with that. So that was cool. But listen, dads, you can definitely do your thing, okay? So don't let child support or the fear of the unknown prevent you from spending time with those people that you made. All right? Or even if you're a stepdad, the people that the people that look up to you, they call you dad. All right? The people that when they're scared, they run to you. Or when they don't know what to do, they're going to call you. All right? That's a bond that I lost growing up. That's a bond that my kids lost growing up too. Which, hey, that's my fault. There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, there's something I can do about it now, but you know, sometimes it becomes a little too late at some point. You know, so dads, I don't want you to lose that as well. All right, I think you can do great. I think you just, you know, whatever happened between you and your girl or whatever it might be, listen, that's your guys' problem. You know, the kids don't care about that stuff. They just want to see it. That's all. And I know, like I said, I know we use child support as an excuse or as a fear, but that's not it. I did it. I mean, I went down there. I took the buses down to go to child services. I mean, had to deal with the whole he doesn't pay this, he doesn't pay that, which, you know, whatever. You know, they're going to say what they're going to say. They're going to make you out to be what they're going to make you out to be. All right? You know the truth. You know what's up. And if you can do it, you would do it. But you can spend time with those kids, and you should. You know, I mean, that's what it's about. So even if you just go visit them, say, hey, I want to take them, walk them around the block for a couple times. That's good. That's all I wanted to do. And then I messed that one up too again. So, hey, it is what it is. You guys try and do that. Father's Day's coming. You should definitely get in contact with your kids, be with them. That's what it's about. All right. Also, let's see. You know, I was going to shout out to this one place, but I forgot what the name of it is. So I'm going to start looking for it as we speak, you guys. So anything else you want to talk about, give me a call. 888-909-1050. Or you can reach me at 909-888-5222. All right. So let's see here. So I'm looking for how's everybody doing? How are you doing today? You doing good? All right, that's good. The weather's getting nicer. That's what I love to see. You know, because I definitely like it when it's warm. No doubt about that. You know, tank tops and flip flops. That's the way to go. So we definitely need, you know, and plus the girls wear less clothes, and we like that. You know, unless you had a girlfriend, and then she's wearing less clothes, and then it's like, oh great, now I got to defend that. So it's a tough situation, whichever way you go around. You know, the girlfriend role, the not girlfriend role, it's tough either way. So, it looks like we have a caller here. Let's see who we got going on here.
Hello.
Oh, hey, how you doing, caller? How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So, what is your name? My name's Jason, by the way.
This is Pauline.
Oh, it's Pauline. Oh, Pauline from the show. Hey, how are you doing there?
I'm great. A long time no talk.
Yes, well, not too long, but, you know, hey. So, everything good? Still looking beautiful as always?
Thanks. How do you know what I look like?
No, I'm asking you. Well, I know what you look like because you used to be on the show. Hello.
Yeah, how do you know what I look like right now?
What's that?
Do you want to know what I look like right now?
Yeah, what are you wearing right now? Let's talk about that.
Hey, I just wanted to say that I miss you so much, and you're doing so great on your show, and I wish you the best of luck.
So.
And remember to smile.
Oh.
You know it looks good on you.
Yes, it does. It does look good. Yes.
Yeah.
And I want you to travel to the moon and back.
I'm sorry?
I want you to travel to the moon and back for the whole world for us.
Sarcasm.
No, I'm just kidding. You're doing great. I hope you do fantastic. And
thanks.
Hey, keep up your music. You're doing great, okay? And you look beautiful as always.
Music, thanks.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. You get the word out there. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. You have an opportunity because of your voice, all right, and your personability. You could actually get to a lot of people.
Maybe you could be my producer. You know, we could work something out.
Well, we could always do something. You know what I mean? No doubt about it. But I think you could probably do it yourself. All right, you probably know the people. But I'll help you do whatever I could.
INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means?
No, but like I said, you can do whatever you want to do because you can do it all. All right, but make sure when you do get it, you don't forget what it's all about.
Let's get it.
Not let's get it, okay? Because we're all gonna get it, no doubt about it. But
there was a song you didn't get it.
Oh, I didn't.
All right, I'll let you get back to your show. You're looking fine.
All right, you too. Take care.
Yeah, stay buff.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye. So that was Pauline. I guess you guys remember her, the pretty girl that was here, and she's doing real well. So hopefully she keeps up the good work. I think she's gonna do great. Life is perfect. And sometimes, I don't know who believes in what, but sometimes they're creators or whoever it might be. Sometimes the universe puts us in the right positions. Puts us in positions where we can actually help people and do a good job. And that's maybe what they're putting her in for. So, hopefully she'll be in for a little windfall or, whatever it might be. They all see everything. And then she can help people out and do what's best for everybody. That's what we all want to do. All right, so it goes for everybody else out there that ends up getting big money. All right? Listen, it doesn't even have to be big money because, you can always spend time with people, help people. The more you get when I was growing up, I had one of those big brothers. So, I mean, I didn't have anybody there, so, obviously my mom was doing her thing and my dad was doing it. He wasn't even around. So what I'm thinking is that, so I had this big brother, and he would come visit me once a week. It was really cool. I get to go to the movies once a week with this dude. And, it was really cool because I got to see, I got to get an opinion, not really opinion because I was pretty young. I think it was, 8 years old, 9 years old maybe. I was pretty young. And so it was just kind of cool because I got to, have a friend that was an adult and would also kind of school me a little bit, like teach me some things, and also give my mom a break, which is probably good for her because obviously, she probably needed that. I wasn't the easiest kid, I'm sure. And it actually worked out really good. So it was something I would recommend. I also got to go to camps and I got to go to a lot of things, and I didn't need money for that. So people out there, I mean, there's a lot of things out there that they'll do now that, you can pay with what you can pay. And that's really cool because I got to, like I said, in summertime, I got to go to summer camp for a couple weeks every year. After school, I got to go to this after-school little thing. And, obviously we didn't have much money, so, I mean, they'd let my mom pay what she could pay. And it was good. I liked it. I got to learn how to do a lot of things. Do I use them all now? I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm not going out and shooting bows and arrows anywhere. I'm not jumping on the horseback, but I can do it. And it's just things that it kind of fills you up. So when you come across something in this world, because you never know what's going to happen down the road, you actually have the ability to do that, and you don't forget. Okay, this thing you got on top of our body, this head of ours, this computer we got, doesn't forget things. All right, we might think, oh yeah, I can't remember that. It's because you don't want to try. All right, if you sit down and think about it, you can pretty much travel yourself all the way back to where you need to go. All right, you can also travel yourself in the future to where you need to go. All right, but you have to sit there and think about it. The problem is you have to have a clear head. All right, that's what I'm talking about. When we got other people filling it up, or you got work filling it up, or you got creditors filling it up, or you got kids filling it up, or your husband or wife or whatever it might be, it's a distraction. Okay, it's the universe sets that there. They don't even know what they're doing. All right, they're just moving on autopilot. Call them Autobots. Just moving it all by themselves. Blah, 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 blah. It's just coming out of them. They don't know what they're doing. All right, but the universe just does it. And they want to see how far you can push that away. Because you know what? The closer you come to being able to use that brain of yours to a higher level than you're at, the more it's going to come at you. All right? And I hate to tell you this, but, I mean, the one time that I got to really grow the most, I'd say, is probably when I was gone. Because there I got to actually, have the time to not worry about things. Listen, you still have to worry about things, okay? You got to watch what you do, and you got to, be respectful to a lot of people. All right, you got to also make sure you know how to fight. But, but other than that, you need time to start thinking. You need time to sit back and reflect on what you do. All right, I mean, if we could, I would like to do in the work week. We should have a 2-hour. I know it sounds weird and goofy, okay, but like a reflection time. And I know that sounds weird. Oh, well, yeah, why don't we all do yoga and stuff? But yoga's good. Things like that are good for people. It gives them time to where they can just sit there and think about themselves. And, we're taught not to think about yourself. Don't be selfish, but you're not being selfish. If you're always worrying about other people, which a lot of us out there are. A lot of us out there take what other people have to do, and we try and take that on ourselves and help them and want them to feel happy and want them to try and achieve a certain point. But those people aren't real. Because you get what they want, and they don't want it. It was all just a bunch of BS just to fill your brain. And it's not really nice. Listen, not at all. I get a whole ton of them that flow my way. And I still sucker in for it, because I'm hoping that at one time it's going to be that person that actually is real, all right? And they're gonna hear what I say, or maybe they're gonna tell me something, all right? And it's gonna help out, and that's what's gonna be the reason that I was there to meet that person. All right, you always want to find the positive in everything, even the negatives. There's positive there, all right? No matter what, You know, I mean, let's say, I mean, listen, the experience I had that I had to go through with the state thing, you know, people say, oh, that's so bad, blah, blah, blah. You know, I tell you what, it wasn't. I mean, yeah, the situation was bad on the outside, but on the inside, it was actually one of the best things that probably happened. All right, and the positive side, I mean, there I got to reflect and find out, you know, what's really what and who people really are. You know, and when it comes down to it, sometimes people aren't going to be there for you. And to change your life around, which I was doing, to help other people that really didn't need the help, what did I do? I basically jerked myself around, not to mention the family I had, all right, thinking that I was doing the right thing and trying to help people because I could. And what happened? Those people that I was helping, they didn't. As soon as I went away, where'd they go? Oh, they probably went with my. They probably decided to go step in my place, didn't they? And then some of them stayed there, huh? So now what? So basically, you go out of your way to help people. You take your time to help people. You sacrifice what you want to do most of the time. And what happens? They just go on to the next one and fill that person's brain up next, okay? Because they don't want you, the universe doesn't want you to grow. I mean, they really do want you to grow, but part of it doesn't, okay? So you got to try and deflect some of the people that come to cloud your mind. All right, I've started to do that as well. I mean, I really don't hang out with a lot of people anymore. You know, I used to have a whole ton of people in my house all the time. And part of that was selfish thing too, because I didn't want to think about my marriage and all this other stuff that was dropping off. You know, so I'd have a bunch of people over that, they were trying to fill my head, so they were trying to gas me up, like, oh, you're great, you're this, you're that. So, hey, that makes it so I don't have to think about things. So I don't have to think about where I went wrong. Because how can I be going wrong when everyone's telling me how great I am? So that was my fault. All right, most everything's my fault. And so now, I don't need that anymore. Because now I know that listen, the best thing to be is without that stuff in your head. Okay, you don't need all that stuff to crowd your head up or to block the space for you to think. All right, you need the stuff that you go through to make it to where you can think about new things that you're incapable of thinking of normally. All right, we're set up when we're born to basically not think outside the box. All right, because if you think outside the box, you're going to be going to detention, or you're going to be going to the box. All right, so remember, as long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not breaking the law, all right, and they'll sometimes make it seem like you are, but you know what's right and you know what's wrong. All right, as long as you're not breaking the law, there's nothing that you're doing wrong. All right, so you should be able, as long as there's no kids involved, obviously. Hello. All right, so you want to make sure that you dream as much as you can. When people say, "Oh, you're just a dreamer, you're crazy," why don't you come back down to reality? Why? We're in reality. How much fun is that? I mean, it's cool sometimes. Yeah, reality's cool. But why not think about stuff that you never thought about? Think about traveling to different planets, different universes. Think about, I don't know. Think about growing 2 extra hands or arms or something. I don't know. Think about whatever you want to think about. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds real way out there. Think about flying. Think about whatever you think about. I don't know, jumping 30 feet in the air. I don't know. Just think about whatever you want. And follow that story through. Take a little time for yourself. Take a half an hour one day, and just sit there instead of watching TV and watching somebody else's thoughts. Why don't you think about your own? Because why? I mean, do you think people are really much better than you? I don't think so. I mean, just because they happen to be on TV or whatever it might be, or movies, I mean, that doesn't make them better than you. It just means that they happen to know somebody that happen to know somebody. Okay? So remember, dream as much as you can. And write them down. Send them in to me. I'll read them. You can get me at lifecameraaction123@gmail.com, or you can get me at lifecameraaction923@gmail.com. All right? Or you can call the show, and ask to speak to me. 909, where's that? There it is. 909-888-5222 or 888-909-1050. All right? Remember, it's kcaaradio.com or ustream.com, and you put Life Camera Action, hit enter, and you go to the videos, and there I am. So listen, I want you to dream. I want you to think way outside the box. All right? I want you to think about hanging out with giants. I want you to think about the mountains coming to life. All right? I want you to think about that. Imagine that. You wake up one day, and this mountain you've been staring at stands up and says, "Hey, how you doing?" How cool would that be? That'd be really cool. I'd like that. I'd say, "I knew it." I say, "Why were you hiding the whole time, buddy?" They're going to say, "Well, we didn't think you guys would know how to act. We thought you guys might freak out." and start throwing bombs at us like he did before, or lighting us on fire. You know, and I'm like, yeah, I know that's bad. You know, and hopefully the society will come to realize that just because somebody's different doesn't mean they're bad. Just because somebody looks scary doesn't mean they're scary. Just because they're in a bad mood doesn't mean they're going to rip your head off. All right, you got to realize something, okay? Sometimes people aren't blessed with good looks like some other people. All right? Sometimes, you know, so sometimes they have to deal with that. And people are real easy, especially as kids, to put people in the corner. So nobody puts baby in the corner. All right, so think about that and remember, we're all just one people. All we want is happy. That's all we want to be is happy. Remember that. Be happy.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.